Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. And it's Rodman in at the four-man spot. And from Milwaukee, they've got Luka Doncic. Also Damian Lillard out there. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Pistons will get the first possession. Thomas with the ball. Here's Dumars. Pass to Rodman. Thomas outside. 6 to shoot. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Bird. Misses the three. Pass to Rodman. Thomas outside. Here's Dumars. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Thomas.
Encouraging to see Doncic hustle like this on defense, wanting to make an impact and doing just this.
McDaniel, pass to Doncic. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Rodman. Here's Dumars. Out to the wing. Here's Lambier. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First one falls for him. Good on both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Doncic passes to Bird. Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Pass to Lillard. They shoot again. Robinson can't hit. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, Dumars misses.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot. And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Oh, got a piece of it.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Wade, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Detroit making a change here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. For three, here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee. Right side, Hill. Pass to Dumars. In transition. Here's Bird. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Hill. It's Thomas on the wing. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Hill the pass to Thomas. Here's Lambier. Robinson defending. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. Williams is checked in for Detroit. And both free throws good for Thomas. Milwaukee trails by 5. Outside Robinson. Pass to Bird from downtown. And another miss by Milwaukee. Bird's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. It's Thomas on the wing. They set the pick. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Thomas has got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
Here's Bird. Pass to Wade. Here's Bird to get back on track. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
19-footer. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Milwaukee trails by 7. Here's Wade. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Both teams will make substitutions, and he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Pass to Aguirre. And he drops it in from the low post. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Thomas from the arc. Connects from downtown. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Dumars. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Detroit on top, leading by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen. from Detroit. What do you guys think?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Williams, and it's Aguirre in at the small forward position. Yes, it's good.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
Pass to Miles. Doncic on the wing. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Milwaukee shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. That's good from Doncic.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Williams passes to Dawkins to the right side. Here's Dumars. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
To the inside. Misses in close. Detroit leading by 6. Outside, Williams. It's tipped. They recover it. Dawkins gets the bucket. Here's Milwaukee. Doncic outside. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Randolph. Back to Doncic. And here's Thomas from the arc. McDaniel. Pass to Doncic. No good off the back of the rim. Doncic is gone, just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Dumars. And here is Williams. Here's Dumars. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's Randolph. Doncic passes to Randolph. On defense, the visiting team. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. And here's Doncic outside, and he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Detroit calls timeout.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Milwaukee. Thomas, he's checked in for Detroit. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Dumars misses. Milwaukee trails by 5. Doncic outside. There's the triple. And it's Bird missing.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now here's Thomas. 6 points for him. Rodman, the pass to Dawkins. Good chance here for Thomas. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Thomas has got 8. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And here's Doncic outside. Dumars grabs the miss. Detroit leading by 7. Thomas outside. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Thomas has gotten 4 this quarter. Thomas has gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Out to the right wing. From deep, here's Doncic. And another miss by Milwaukee. And it's Detroit with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Hill. To the middle. Here's Dumars. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Rodman, no good. Milwaukee trails by 9. Bird passes to Doncic. From deep. Dumars grabs the miss. Dumars has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hill drives in. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Lillard with the bucket.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jumper.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Thomas up top. 10 points for him. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 5 points.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And so it's Detroit, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point game. Luka Doncic is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Robinson in at the 5. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside, Hill. Thomas against Lillard. Here's Lambier. Outside, Hill. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen. On the take.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Milwaukee trails by 8. Lillard looking around. McDaniel, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
It's Thomas on the wing. 10 points for him. Pass to Dumars. Clock at 6. Hill for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here's Milwaukee, trailing by 10. Out left to the wing, McDaniel. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide-open guy.
Here's Dumars. Pass to Thomas. Here's Dumars. Fires top of the key. The rebound by McAdoo.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Ball no good. Detroit leading by 7. Outside, Hill. Ball against Thomas. There's a screen. He takes it in. Stolen by Ball. Outside Robinson. The 3 from Redick. They get it back. Pass to McAdoo. Now here's Redick. There's the 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McAdoo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Luka Doncic is checked in for Milwaukee. Lillard comes in for LaMelo Ball. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Now Thomas. He's got 10. Can't bury it. His 5th miss in 9 tries. Here's the break. Pass to Lillard. Launches a 3. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Here's Dumars. Dawkins, pass to Thomas. Blocked! Doncic against Thomas. Over to the wing. Doncic outside. For the tie. Luka! Get off me!
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Detroit calls timeout.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
And Detroit making a change here. Here's Thomas to end the cold spell. That one no good. Some solid defense from Lillard. Now here's Doncic. Defense right on him for the lead. The rebound by Detroit. Dumars has got his 6th rebound on the night. Thomas outside. There's a screen. Pass to Dawkins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Dawkins has got 8 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
For 3, here's Lillard. The rebound by Detroit. Dumars has got 7 rebounds in the game. With 2 seconds left. And it's good on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Detroit on top, leading by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Williams, and it's Long in at the 2-guard spot. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The home team on D. 4-point game. Back to Williams. Passed along. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Hill. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
The first one falls. Milwaukee making a switch here. Redick's checked in. Hits both from the stripe. And Williams has got the ball here for the Pistons. Pass to Rodman. Inside. Long passes to Mahorn. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. Second shot opportunity. Hill finds Williams. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Long. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Randolph. Doncic outside. Pass to Randolph. Here's Bird. Doncic with it. Here's Bird to take the lead. Rodman with a rebound. Rodman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Redick against Williams. Outside, Hill. Here's the pick. Plenty of space. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Hill's gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. Down low. Here's Bird. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here's Detroit. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Up again. Randolph grabs the miss. Here's Bird. Redick on the wing. Knocks it down from distance. Redick's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
The Pistons call timeout. And Detroit making a change here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. The head coach for the Pistons had some instruction for his guys during the break. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Dumars. Thomas defends to snap the cold streak. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The shot that time not on target.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Blocked! Thomas, right side. Here's Robinson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Milwaukee?
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
1:36 left to play in the fourth. Outside, Hill. Gets the three to fall.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to McDaniel. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Lambier.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip. You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And it's Detroit with the ball. The Pistons call timeout. Doncic is checked in for Thomas. And it's Detroit with the ball, trailing by 2. Pass to Dumars. Here's the floater. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Robinson finds Lillard. Here's Bird. Takes the three. Dumars grabs the miss.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Thomas passes to Lambier. Here's Dumars. Oh, he got it! He got it! And tie game! Huge basket right there. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Pass to McDaniel. Here's Bird. Oh, couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. And it's Hill in at the 3, the small forward. Tries to break his ice. And he takes it up and lays it in. And here's Thomas. Pass to Rodman. Here's Dumars. Here's Lambier. Good work defensively by Robinson. To the left wing. Doncic on the wing. No good on the 3. Here's Dumars. To the paint. Here's Lambier. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Robinson. Bird passes to Doncic. Here's McDaniel. Back to Doncic. Pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Over Hill. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And Milwaukee leads by 4. Thomas against Lillard. Thomas passes to Dumars. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Now here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Now Lillard. Thomas defends. Pass to Dumars. and shoots. And it's Bird with a rebound. Here's Milwaukee. Outside Robinson. Back to Doncic. Here's McDaniel. No good on the triple. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
And here's Milwaukee now. They lead by 4. Lillard finds Doncic. And here's Robinson. Right wing. Bird passes to Lillard. Off target with the 3. Detroit calls timeout. There's 21 seconds left to play in overtime. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this? Timeout.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Redick, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
To win the drought. Outside, Hill. And it's Bird with a rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Good on the first. And that puts them up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So Milwaukee wins it. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everybody.